Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Hobby Corner. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's Community Corner night. Yeah. So, let us know in the chat how you been, what you been up to, how was your week. Did it absolutely pour down where you were living. And don't forget, throw your awesome work over onto our Discord. If you're not a member, it's free to join as well. I'll put the link in the chat right now. And we'll show you stuff off, whether it's finished or not. We don't care, because we want to see some awesome stuff. And yeah, we'll show it off later. It's at about an hour's time. So, how are you? How's it going, Brown Bear? Hope you're well. How are the bear cubs? Say, you're growing. I don't know. You don't really call a family of bears anything because they kind of just potter off, don't they, onto their own. Busy week painting models for armies. Yeah, I saw the picture. I like that, man. Flocking egg, eh? There's all those jokes. There's all those jokes to come. But yeah, no, that was pure nostalgia seeing that flock base table. I was like, oh yeah, that's what it's all about, man. That's peak, mate. Like, I think it went out of fashion after Lord of the Rings, right? That was it. After Lord of the Rings, they stopped doing it, which was a shame. I mean, they got some cool bases now, like that basing texture, paint, and all that sort of stuff. It's really cool now. But yeah, sometimes it's just nice, just for that bit of nostalgia, you know. So yeah, maybe everything's all good. Otherwise, do you find out the results yet, or do you have to wait for the weekend? I haven't actually. I think I did. Have I done Armies on Parade before? I don't think I have actually, to be honest. Oh, no worries. I was just saying, when do you find out the results for the Armies on Parade? I don't think I've actually entered one before. Sorry, I'm playing with Play-Doh here. Play-Doh. Blue tack, because I've been spraying some stuff. I've got a the old gun hauler all sprayed up, ready to get some paint on it. I'm finally getting around to those Kharadron Overlords. Ta-da! But at the same time, I've been wanting to get this dude painted for ages. You know, the one with the sick shield. And yeah, I've just needed an excuse. And lately I've been painting a lot of Silver Templars, so it just made sense. Of course, I finished this dude off. He looked alright, so I was like, yeah, let's do another one. But at the same time, I really want to paint some Kharadron Overlords, so I'm kind of torn. Taking photos tomorrow to post online, doing still votes. Not sure when results are, hopefully tomorrow. Last year it was a week. Ah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Get some online votes as well as in-store votes then. No, exciting then, isn't it? Very exciting. Were there a lot of entries And which ones were your faves? Like, apart from yourself, obviously. In the meantime, latest hobby news. So Games Workshop have now updated their website again after the absolute backlash that they got, or should I say feedback that they got when they redid it, and when it was announced that how expensive it was for them to do it at such a bad way. 12 entries, nice. An excuse to finish those last. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? If you haven't got an excuse to finish something, more than likely you ain't gonna get around to doing it. That's what I found with like the YouTuber tournament. You know, it gives me an excuse to paint stuff up at a reasonable rate as well. There was only 4 last year. Crikey. Well, at least if you win this time, you know it was like more deserved because you had more people to outdo. So yeah, they did like a promo video as well with James Workshop, which was fun. Dude was eating the cucumbers he had on his face and then eating cookies. But it was a fun little video. But basically, it's just to launch a new website, which I think it wasn't even a year ago, was it, that they had launched it? And everyone was just like, it's cack. It's worse than it was before, and before it was bad. I haven't seen their website yet, so I can't attest to it. But yeah, I'll give you my feedback over the weekend. Void Captain Bazooka, how you doing? Yes, it is a stick stream. Also, there is an actual song from Hey Dougie. It just goes stick, 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 sticky, sticky, stick, 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 sticky, sticky, and it's like with a sort of beat to it as well. It's great. You're looking forward to the feedback. Yeah, who knows? I mean, they might have done a better job. They might not have. I have no idea. What else in hobby news? We've got more of an idea of what's going on at ChillCon this year. They've added a new thing. They're doing a speed building table. So all your spare bits and that. They're going to have like a mounted of bits, right? And you could just speed build and kit bash whatever you want, essentially, within that given time. Which sounds great, because, you know, like, I always get to those tables way too late if they're at, like, a convention. Like, there's dregs left over because people have just gone there, they snipped out all the bits that they want, they pocket it, and then they walk off, and I'm just like, I want to build something cool and get high off. Oh, no, I don't want to get high, but, you know, just glue, lots of glue. Yeah, so that's it really. I got some stuff I'm gonna paint tonight as well, Void. Believe it or not. Ooh, I know. Shouldn't the web store be updated instead? I went searching for terrain for some ideas, and there's no terrain section. Ooh. Maybe it's not under terrain. Maybe it's under another heading. What else? I should really jot this stuff down, really, innit? I really should. Yeah, The Awakening. So there is a new fan made 40k short, though it's 51 minutes long, of Space Marine versus Necrons awesomeness. And it was one of the characters, the Tech Marine, was voiced by a channel friend, Mr. Voldemort himself, which is lovely. And I've only seen like the first 25 minutes, and it seems to be pretty decent. It's taken the creator, with some help here and there, 4 years to make it. 4 years, but he's been doing it as like a hobby. So if I'm sure it wouldn't take as long if it was like a full-time thing. But still, 4 years for a passion project is dedication, right? There isn't a heading for it. Going to bring members from my new club down. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, I hope to see you there because I'm going to be volunteering. So, as it stands, I'll be on the 20-minute paint challenge table, which will be good fun. Just psyching out everyone. Proper Marines are not Primaris. That Primaris are Space Marines now, mate. It's just a scale up. Like, don't act like the Space Marines that you play with aren't already scaled up from the before. Okay, Rogue Trader, they were little squash dudes in armor, right? Then they became, Space Marine, beaky face, but yeah, still squashed and still tiny. Then you had your what was it, Mark 6 and Mark 7s, and like still static, and that was just a little bit bigger. And then you had the multi-part posed, which were scaled up again. Yeah, so there's always been scale creep, always. At least this way, they made a narrative drive behind it to make it more interesting. A shit origin story. I know. I think it's cool. I mean, like, thousands of Astartes recruits were secreted away so that the the process to make Space Marines could be improved upon. And it's not like it wasn't a thing anyway, because that was already being done during the Horus Heresy by the Emperor's Children. And what was it? The Raven Guards, they got permission from the Emperor himself in order to speed up the process of creating Space Marines, to do research into it. I think there's a few other dabblings here and there, so it's not like it's a new thing. And yeah, they just, when the work was done, they sat in stasis until Gilliman said, "Hey, robot dude, you still did that thing?" And he goes, "Yeah, I did." He goes, "Cool, we fucking need it now." So there you go. Corvus Corax was sabotaged. That's right. He was indeed. How you doing, Frankie M? Those blasted Alpha Legion, right? They stole the research and then they fucked it up. So yeah. There's a cool little fan animation, 51 minutes long, called The Awakening. Well worth checking it out. And what else is there going on? Priming stick. It's my priming stick. It was like a support beam for a TP, like a kid's teepee, which we never put up. But somehow it got broken, trashed. And I had a few of these sticks left that weren't snapped. So I'd use them as priming sticks. As you see, like, you see the circles on it from the bases, right? And the blobs of blue tack holding them on. But it's also just fun to see if I can do this without dropping it and smashing stuff on my desk. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Just, you know what? So for like about 7:30, I started nodding off. I started getting real sleepy. I was and then I dropped off for a couple of minutes before getting rudely awoken by the kids arguing. But it's a good thing because, you know, I ended up not sleeping through shit. Because remember, like, that used to happen sometimes. Back when the kids were much, much littler, and we used to lie down with them to help them get to sleep. And the amount of times I'll just zonk out and then I'll wake up at like 11 o'clock to messages from everybody going, "Where are you? Did you cancel the show? What happened?" I was like, "Oh, no." Inconvenient story to sell models. Oh, the Eye of Terror is split. Here's some secret marines we've been creating for 10,000 that are ready just in time to fight chaos. Cool story, bro. Dude, like, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the lore, the stories, the background, all of that is just marketing. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, but marketing to sell toy soldiers. That's it. Just like animation is there to sell toys. Just like movies is there to sell merchandise. It's all about the end result, which is moving product. Like, movies make huge losses nowadays, right? So the main income is through streaming revenue and through merchandise and licensing the merchandise out. So alright, Brown Bear, no worries, man. It's a shit story, write a better story, that's Mark. Don't have to like it, dude. Law is marketing the customers will pay for. Yeah, that's true as well. That is also true. You know, you're paying for the advertising. It's amazing, right? Oh, I made a fix today as well. So, the battery on the Switch had gone. So we ordered a new one. Not a problem whatsoever, except when it came to taking the old battery out. My bloody aunt God, was it stuck in so much. The adhesive stickers on it were insane. Why does it need to be so well stuck in when it's already pretty much clamped into place? There's like a heat shield that goes right over the top before you put the backing case on it. It is stuck in place anyway. It's not going to move. And yet they have this really chunky bit of like adhesive sponge just stuck. Oh my God. And of course I don't have a heat gun or a hairdryer, so I had to use my trusty metal ruler and try and slide it like between the frame without breaking the plastic frame around it and without breaking the battery as well, because I don't want that crap everywhere. But of course the issue with this is it's got very sharp corners on the edges and on there. I sliced my thumb up rotten. I haven't sliced my thumb up that bad since I had a new blade on my hobby knife. So it was like, ah. But I finally popped it out. I had to like I was holding the case as gently as I could with this hand, but was forcefully pulling the battery out like, without breaking the damn thing. Um, but not to worry, the new battery works perfectly fine. Everything, I put everything back proper. It all works perfectly fine. Um, I did see though, because the kids have been dropping it so much. Um, there's like one. These screws are so tiny, by the way, but there's these little tiny screws about that big. They're no more than 2 mil, I think, and one will go in the top and two in the bottom, and it doesn't really serve much of a purpose then to just fix the middle of the case onto the screen half of the case, because you got screws on the side, you got screws on the back, but the fittings for them snapped on all three of them. That's how much has been dropped. It's ridiculous. And the Switch remote, the red one, I must have fixed that about half a dozen times. Even replaced components in it to make it work, and it doesn't work anymore because it's just been smacked about that much. I reckon that battery needed to get replaced as well, to be honest. But I'm just like, let it die, man. We already got new controllers for it, so it's fine. But yeah, that's my day so far, and lots of rain. It's just been good fun having all that rain. Like, I was out in the rain, and my waterproof jacket stopped becoming waterproof because it rains that much. It's stupid, right? It's supposed to be waterproof. It just runs off. Yeah. No, the damp seeped in somehow because it just couldn't get dry. It's crazy. So yeah, that was good fun. I was still in shorts. I was like, it doesn't matter if my legs get wet, it's fine. But because the rain came down so heavy, and we were like, we had some bad rain, and there was like kind of like a lull in it. It died down a bit, and it was the school run yesterday when it really came down in our area with all the thunder and lightning. It was crazy. But it was 5 minutes till pickup. We were standing outside the gates, and then it just opened up, and every single person was drenched. The whole like paths and everything flooded in a second. It was good fun, and my shorts soaked up all the rainwater that was dripping off of my raincoat. So hard. So my arse and my crutch were wet and cold. I had to sit in the car with a wet bum going, a chilly willy. Fascinating life, right? Oh dear. Also, other news. Those who are who are on crutches. No, not crutches. My crutch, mate. Anyway, so because I'm a tripod. No, I'm joking. Those who have been following the updates of what's going on in regards to work for me. So, you'll know I passed the interview. I got invited for the assessment, and I got an email during the week saying, "Sorry about that. Seems like there was a typo on the invite. It's not going to be the 23rd of October. Here are some dates, and you could do the 30th of this month, or you could do this the 3rd or 4th of October." I was like, awesome, that brings it closer. So I've chosen the 4th, and it's in Watford, so it's not too far for me, half-hour drive away. And yeah, fingers crossed I will I pass this, do the medical, and then I'll probably have to do some certification before I can actually get on the platform. So I'll need a Sentinel card, which will allow me to be on, you know, any railway infrastructure. And then I'll probably need a track pass so I can move around the platforms like I know what I'm doing, sort of thing. And then a couple of weeks of training, and Bob's your uncle, fan is your aunt. I'll be on full wages before Christmas. May the 4th of October be with you. Oh, thank you very much. Cold crotch, warm beer. Yeah. I've never wanted a cup of tea as badly as I did then. I know, right? I could be a martial artist. I call it fuck around chew. Get the money rolling in, right? So I can actually spend it on the things that I won't have time for anymore. Not that I had the time anyway, but yeah, it'd be nice to have luxuries again, because I'm not saying we go without, we don't, because we graft, we top up our income as much as we can, so that we can treat the kids now and then and treat ourselves occasionally. But yeah, it would be nice to have an actual income. The Fafo stick, yeah. For a sec, I thought I was watching a real Jedi. Hey! That's it. Here's my Jedi trick. Alright, dear. So, it is 9:05. It's very quiet tonight as well, isn't it? For Friday night. Where is everybody? Is there something going on I don't know about? Or is everyone just asleep? Cancelled. How dare you? You can't cancel me. Do you know who I am? I'm known on 6 of the 7 continents. Oh, Dicey's on. Oh, right. There we go. He's stealing all of my viewers. To be fair, there's a few regulars on who, get the lion's share of the viewers anyway, because they're regular. And they're also more likable. Let's see, on my followed channels, the Studio J7, Goliath Games TV, Jace is on, and Chaz. They both got 14 each. Epic Duck Studios, we've got O'Malley's on, Morning Live, and Dicey with a wholesome 3 viewers. Lovely. He has text. Ah, yeah. Maybe I should add that. Let's see. Create a dashboard. Community, I think it is. No. Is it streaming tools? Nah. Viewer rewards. It's right there. It's viewer rewards. Doik. Power-ups and channel points. Ah, look at that. Power-ups is a new thing. Cool. Viewers can crowdfund big rewards with channel points, price them high to last longer and encourage more participation. Okay. Default rewards. Custom rewards. Add a new custom reward then. No. Let's go to the default ones. No, I'd have to. Visit the collection. There we go. Spider Sausage, how's it going? Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. Hope you're well. Abandoning game action, name generator, hero quest. Show more. In real life, hydrate, stretch, hats off to you. No cursing. Where are the... Where is it? Doesn't seem to be there. Yeah. Well, I'll have to start painting Moonstone tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Get what you can done while you got the mojo. All right. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'll find out a way to do it later. No worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a lovely night. Ooh, there's some magic for you right there. Ooh. Francois. How are you? Bonjour. Bon nuit. I don't think you'd say goodnight, would you? As your father. So I was going to paint stuff. I've got stuff right here, freshly sprayed to go, and I'll just be chit-chatting, catching up. Of course, I missed, I couldn't do Wednesday because I had a 40-page document to fill out. It's for DLA, which basically it's if your child has special educational needs, then you could get a little bit of support with that. And we're filling it out because it can take up to 20 weeks for it to process. At the same time, we're doing something called a right to choose, which is where you get the GP to put forward your child for assessment, and it's supposed to help speed it up quite a lot. Otherwise, we'd be on a 3-year waiting list for him to be seen. So hopefully he'll be seen before then, get his diagnosis, and then we'll get the help just in time, sort of thing. And it you get like a back pay as well, because the whole homeschooling thing is bloody expensive. It was. So if we can recoup some of that, then that would help us immensely. Just trying to find motivation for the next stage of my project of the week. Oh, what is your project at the moment? And if you stick around in about 15 minutes, you should be able to get some inspiration because we're going to do Community Corner. We're going to show off what everyone's been working on. So it's my favourite bit of the week, for sure. You know that sound effect you always hear whenever like a character in a movie just grips their sword a little harder. Like you, you wouldn't make that noise, would you? Actually, maybe you would, because leather gloves on leather. Yeah, leather on leather, maybe. Leather on wood. Ooh, spicy. So yeah, but I understand what you're like. Like I've got a whole bunch of Kharadron Overlords. I even got the gun hauler here with the blimp bit, all sprayed up, ready to go, and I'll just be shooting the breeze instead. I think it'd be better if I start painting after Community Corner, because then I'm yellow non-metallic metal Lamenter Intercessor Sergeant for a paint competition. You psychopath. Absolute psychopath. Right? That's crazy. Which bit is that part of like a collection, or is it like a standalone miniature? How are you going to do the whole squad like that? That'd be insane if you did. Lamenters. So Lamenters are successor chapter to the Dark Angels, I think. I think so. And they got the blood drop, weirdly enough. It's only been 200 coats of yellow. It is Blood Angels, yeah. Because of the blood. Yeah, now I remember the shoulder pad. It's going to be checkered, black and white, with the chalice in it, with the blood on it, I think. Or is there no chalice? I can't bloody remember now. It's there, but trying to get a solid Lamenters 40k. No, it's just a bleeding heart. There we go. Why did I think it was why did I think it was the chalice? I don't know. For some reason I couldn't remember the heart bit. So yeah, checker pattern, white circle. Then you've got the heart with the blood drop on it. But yeah, no, doing non-metallic metal with that's just, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. And it's very little yellow you actually need to paint. It's more like browns and blacks and whites and creams. It's almost like if you're going to do non-metallic gold. Almost. Just less brown. Not as brown. You know, not as darker brown as you would go. kind of. I don't know. I don't know. Non-metallic is a tough thing to do unless you got like a practice painting like portraits like that. Even then, it'd be very difficult to translate it onto 3D miniature. Backpack banner, dead lamented librarian on the base. Someone to cry over. Oh my god. I do like backpack banners though. Backpack banner, backpack banner, backpack banner. Now you try to say it 3 times fast. More orange than brown. Ah, okay, yeah. Cause the brown would give the gold effect, wouldn't it? So orange would, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, if you got any like work in progress pictures of it, definitely post it up on the Discord in the community corner bit, and then we can marvel at it, see how you're getting on. Let's slip that in there. Ooh. There's a lot of innuendo in tonight's show already. Blush. I was actually using this to dust the inside components of the Switch because it's nice and soft. A chance of catching and damaging anything. No Discord. Nightbot is actually showed up. Wow. That's where there's hardly anyone around. Nightbot just being out of pocket all the time. No worries. That's alright. That's okay. If you got like a Instagram page or anything like that, Facebook, Discord equals waived basic human rights. Really? Oh no. Wow. Can't be that bad. Okie dokie. You got Facebook, have you? Are you down under the same name? Wait, follow me on Facebook and then, or friend me on Facebook rather, and then you can send me. Oh, you can find me as the Hobby Corner, or you can find me as me. Here's my phone. I do like noodle pics. Yeah, I also like pictures of nicely trimmed lawns and very neatly painted bases. It's all about those rims. Oh, yeah, under a different name. You're a trickster. All right. Oh, we've got less than 10 minutes until we show off everyone's stuff. So, let's get studio mode. Make sure that is loaded up and ready to go. Cool. There we go. So yeah, look, I'm thinking, I've I'm actually doing sub-assembly painting on this chap, weirdly enough. I don't usually do sub-assembly because I'm not too fussed a lot of the time, but this one, the shield, the backpack, you know, it's just too chunky and in the way for priming. Of course, the dead Necron on the base. Paint it all up and make it look all deliciously lovely. Without breaking it, of course. But I really do like the Crusader aesthetic, you know, like the way the helm just, you know. That's a cool helmet. Bunker! How's it going? So actually, you know what? I didn't clock on for a second there. It was you who said that I like noodle picks. Hope you're well, man. My icon is... I wonder if I still got my... I used to have my icon on show. It is a... It looks like a dice, black with white dots, and then it's got in green THC, the hobby corner. Any other hobby corners are rip-offs, but mine is the hobby corner. Check the title, bruh. Yeah, because the majority of content creators that we have at the moment started up in and around the lockdowns, when the pandemic was kicking off. But I'd started the channel a couple of years before that. And then sort of started doing live streams here and there during the lockdowns, and then came back to it a year later. So yeah, here I am, ready or not, here I come, you can't hide, I'm gonna find you and make a friend request. Okie dokie. Skip that. Alright, let's swap over to Sehobikada. I got how many notifications? Part 1 of 2, part 2 of 2. Ooh. Okay. I have not checked my things in ages, man. Hope no one tried to message me. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's alright. So message me. Wow, that's a weird spammy thing. Okay, right. So cancelled. I know, right? Shall we just skip over to it then? I think so. Yeah. Okay, we're all set. Let's do it. Community corner. So here we are. This is our weekly feature where we get to see what you lot have been working on, whether it's complete works of art, works in progress, or hobby hoards and stuff you want to show off and all that great stuff. And tonight, kicking it off is Brown Bear Wargaming. Yeah, very busy week. Painting these models to add to the flocking armies on parade. Lovely. So this is his armies on parade stuff. And he flocked all the bases before he then flocked an entire table, which I love. Oh, you sent it to Kevin's page. To my personal page. Yeah. Nope, wrong one. Ah, okay. Oh, that's nice. All right. Yeah, we'll show that off for sure. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, look at this. This weird dredge thingy mabob swampy thing. And then you got this other critter. It's just so yeah, you know. It's basically a troll on all fours, isn't it? Poor player. There's the other angle for that big dude. Big nasty thing. It's like an oversized rat. These little catchers are pretty cool. Little hunters dudes, you know, we're gonna catch you and boy I my stew. I love the woodwork. That's really cool. And there is the whole display. Nice central hill there as well. Little bit of terrain scattered about. But I mean, look at that. Green flocked base. Ah, the nostalgia, right? Ah, absolutely love it. Doesn't really match the bases of the miniatures, but who cares, man? You win just for the nostalgia effect. You know what I mean? It's awesome. Oh, then we got some shooter dudes. Big old boat. I mean, these are pretty sick, right? Can you imagine trying to lug that about though? Insane. So thanks, Brown Bear. We also got some stuff from Bunker. It's been painting some Kharadron Overlords. Hey! Guess what? Guess what, Bunky? I mean, not that one precisely. Though I like the base on it. It's pretty cool. But look, I sprayed up some. I'm going to be painting them up later. The ones that you very kindly gave me. But this looks lovely. Very lush. Nice gold and purple mix there. Very regal. And then you have not shown these prints before. That's freaky as heck. Right? That's not just me. That is some weird spider person mutation thing, right? Look, there's extra arms here, and there's the legs. Like, that's just creeping me out, man. And what have we got here? Oh my, what on earth is going on here? There's multiple heads on a body hanging off this spider-like thing, but it's got hands for feet. And it's like, that's not even a rider either. That's like a spider Siamese mutant centaur thing. That's fucked up, man. That is really messed up. It's like someone just went on some AI art generator thing and just typed in some random shiz and then like press entered and just kept refreshing until they got this crazy crap. Spider centaur type things. Yeah. That's messed up, man. With like a Siamese bit just hanging off the front. Like Carpenter's thing. Kind of. It's, I don't know, man. It's like if the dude who did this human centipede got a hold of some spiders and some radioactive material. You know what I mean? That's so messed up. Wow. Damn, dude. Okay, well, I'm freaked out. Right, let's see what people have been working on as well. Underhive, how's it going? It's proper body horror, isn't it? Hang on, bear with us. The laptop is just slowed down a little bit because the battery has gone on it, and so it's just running on immediate power. And I'm trying to sort out a replacement, but every penny helps, guys. Because this laptop was loaned to me because the other laptop was clapping out, and now it's kind of fixed, but it's still way too slow to do what I need it to do, whereas this laptop can manage, but it needs a fix. So I appreciate people watching. It helps. Ad revenue helps. Right, so Frankie Fingers, who recently joined us, threw this up. So it was a test model for his Blood Angels. I like it. I like the way that this is cracked, you know? Like there's like strips of it almost. That's pretty cool. Nice highlighting, good bit of weathering as well. And you got some drop troops at the back there. The assault intercessors with jump packs, which is really cool. And oh yeah, there's the yellow helmet as well. See, I like it. Looks really good. And that's a work in progress as well. So still more to come from that. Wickerman Paints has been working on this vampire. I believe this is a kit bash. It's got some different components on it as well. But look how lush that blue is. It's so nice, right? So good. And then, of course, look, that just shows you how quickly Brown Bear was painting this stuff up, right? Because he was building it on the 25th and he submitted it today as part of his Armies on Parade. That's commitment right there, isn't it? And look at this from Bunker. Oh my god, even more weird stuff. What on earth? Dude, you are going through some real freaky stuff at the moment. I mean, the detail is incredible. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It looks great. And then silvers. I think that's the last one to add, yeah. So for the Death Corps of Krieg, 1 of 3 knights from the 817th. So, oh, look at that eye. Just the one eye. Hey, there's the freehand. Look at that. That's nice scroll work there. Very nice. And then look at this scary ass mask here. That's freaky. Baphomet. Okay. That's a work ethic. Consistency is key. I don't know what you're talking about. Consistency? There. There you go. Lovely bit of work there. Oh, it was in the first picture. This was yours. That was in the background of the bike, which was all the way down here. There it is. Lovely. Awesome stuff. Right, let's see if anyone put some stuff in, completed it. Oh yeah, look, some more close-up pictures of the armies on parade board. I mean, look at that, right? Yeah. So cool. And then you got those big arrow lobber things. So many cool minis in this collection. I think it's easy to forget that, you know, like after a new edition starts, people are still collecting and hyped about the antagonists of the previous starter set, you know. I mean, there's still people who really enjoy collecting Nighthorn from the second edition stuff. But yeah, this is awesome. I like this shot, like the battle line here. No, it's fantastic. And of course, there's some jokes here, like, you know, flocking awesome, and I replied with flock, yeah. Big Geordie geek, always got something painted every single day. And here's some Trogoffs even. I like the blue. The blue's very nice with the orange base. It's a nice mix there. Nice contrast. They look fantastic. And of course, there's another shot from Brown Bear. Here's something else, Paragon war suits as well. Very nicely done. Quite neat, these ones as well. I think I sold mine because I was like, I'm never going to do sisters. And then our final one, this is the Aurochs, which is with a test urban camo scheme. Nice. I like the texture on the tracks, you know. That's really cool. Like the bits of grass stuck in it as well. That's very clever. Like you just churned up a playground. And the urban camo looks good too. Ah, that's top stuff. Look at that. See, how can you not feel inspired after seeing all this wonderful stuff, right? It's awesome. And there you go. That's it. That is this week's Community Corner. Of course, we might get some more bits and pieces. Actually, oh, you know what? Tell a lie. Someone threw something on Facebook for me. So, how aren't your juices canoodling? That is sick. You got a problem, dude. Why would you say such a thing? Okay, so in my inbox. Hey, the spuds are still available from Chilcon as well. That's awesome. In reading mode? Nope, don't want that. I just want the screen to be bigger. Aha, here we go. All right, here we go. Memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week. Non-metallic metal stuff from Francois in the chat right now. Look at that. Hey. Nice bit of freehand going on there. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. Oh, potato cam. gotta clean the lens and then push the zoom. But I love this. This banner looks great, and the shoulder as well looks fantastic. That's the most tricky part about the Lamenters, is having to do checkered shoulder pads on everything. And then there's poor dude down there crying away because he's dead. But I like the fact that he's got the helmet off. Is his arm bare? By the way. So you like got a bare arm and then just the glove. Oh, there's a bear. He is. Oh, very gladiatorial. This as well. Look at the sheath for that. That's immense. That is so cool. That is very nice, mate. Very nice. I think you've done very well. It will have blood dripping down it. Fuck yeah. Damn. Yeah, it looks great, dude. No, banner looks cool. Show looks cool. The face looks cool. From what we can see, like, you even done some stubble, which is great. That's a good bit of detail that a lot of people leave out. It's awesome. Oh yeah, doing checkers is a nightmare. Like, and I only did it on a tiny little tilt shield, you know? Like, I only did it on the tilt shield here, and it was a bloody nightmare, you know? And that's only slightly curved. Doing it on forget it, man. On the shoulders, that's just torture. Torturing yourself for no good reason. But how awesome was that, yeah? Can we agree? That was a fantastic, inspiring community corner. I feel my hobby juices flowing. They taste like blueberry. So I think it would be worth getting some painting on, I think. What do you think? I think so. Hobby time. Fuck yeah. Still needs chipping and weathering, blood and final highlights. Dude, it looks fantastic. Whatever you do, it's only going to add to it. So, make it more awesome. I'm sorry about yawning. I really don't mean to yawn. I'm just very, very tired. Getting into the new routine of going to bed at a reasonable time instead of staying up real late because I'm very much a night lark. Or a night owl for others. And so I can't help but stay up late, even though I'm supposed to go sleep at a reasonable time, so I'm not tired in the morning. You know? So, let's stretch those legs. What shall I paint first? Shall I paint this, or shall I leave this as like the last thing to do and maybe paint up one of these dudes? Or sticky, that shouldn't be sticky. Or should I paint up this dude, or the navigator? Or should I paint up this super awesome captain with dead dude attached to shield, so I have another addition to my Silver Templars? By the way, another key thing is don't take the picture so close. Take it further away, right? Because then there's less blur between one point and another. Because you're further away, it takes more of it in focus. Then you can crop the picture down to size. So that's the key. And also just more lighting than you think you need, because you can always darken the picture down, but you need that extra lighting to stop that fuzziness, and you should be all right even with the bad camera. BGV captain. What's BGV? Big gay veteran. Okay. Oh, you did that? Oh, damn. Well, there you go. Potato can for the win. So yeah, okay, we got one vote in the chat. Oh, the Blade Guard veteran. Okay, all right, we got one vote in the chat for the captain. Blade Guard veteran. Do we have any for? Oh, it's very close. Anyone for the Kharadron Overlords? We got 3 choices, right? Finish this Repentia engine thingy mabob. I can't remember what it's called. Paint some Kharadron Overlords, or Silver Templar Space Marine. Ooh, choices. Do, do, do. No one with young kids then in the chat. Terrible. Big gay veteran of the Indomitus Crusade. I think you mean of the Doming Crusade, more like. Oh, dear. That's not a saint. That's strapped to the to the shield. That's his last gimp. Okay, gotta stop with that. Overlord, otherwise your stream name is false advertising. Well, it's not, because it was Kharadron Overlords or Silver Templars. I got you there. No saint is excellent. I'm tempted to get some paint on these dudes though. I've wanted to collect these for so long. Like, since they were first released in first edition Age of Sigmar, I was like, dribbling all over it like Homer Simpson. So, and then the next question will be, if I was to do these, would I batch paint it, or would I paint one at a time, or a squad at a time, or... indecision paralysis. Terrible thing. Alright, what should I do? That's how we got promoted to captain. Those crusading all over it. Oh my god, there you go. You know what? Let's paint some Kharadron Overlords. Let's do it. Something different, right? Kharadron Overlords. Let's get some reference pics. You know what? Something tells me I should spray them gold instead of silver. You know what I mean? Should I go for the purple and gold? It's certainly a nice combination, but then again, I like green on my dwarves. On Midawi. They're not boring. Alright, let's see paint schemes. There we go. Okay, so I like the idea of green and gold. well, green and silver with a touch of gold. You know, just gold details here. Bright yellow gold with a bright blue. I mean, I was looking at that and I thought it looked great, but I mean, like that. That's quite nice, but it's not me. I'm not a big blue painter, to be honest. But these examples are fucking gnarly though. I'll tell you that. Oh, that looks great. That does. Gosh darn. Is that the frigate? That's got to be the frigate, right? The green. Oh, clean up. This bloody picture won't clean up. That looks nice as well. There's too much green going on, you know? Oh, that is not a... Is that a Skaven conversion? Oh, we have to see this. Oh my days! It is! Oh, let's have a look. That's insane. Look at that. That's with the like an abomination added to it, like on the front of it. That's and then like you got this little thing to run him. Ah, it's so cool. And this as well. It's got the Doom wheels on it. That's so cool. What's going on with this one? Oh, they're all dressed up like they're with little fancy hats and stuff. So cool. And this right here, it's got the bell on it. No, don't want to log in. Go away. That is really cool, right? I'm gonna try call. How you doing? I hope you're well. Yeah, very non-mechanical. Look at that though. It's got one of those rat ogres, like it's just its arm hanging out there. It's so cool. I love it. So I never found the green one though. So we're gonna have to make it up as we go along, I guess. Oh, oh, oh. A faction guide. Let's have a look here. Let's hope it loads up. Faction guide for them. Okay. Oh, sky blue and gold. Interesting. But I want... Wait, I saw a green one on the front. That one's been painted to look like wood. Oh, that is so nice. That take too long though. You know what I mean? Do you have the small or the large airship assembled? I have got the gun hauler. Oh, hang on, let me. This is the gun hauler, just the bottom part. And of course, whoops. This sits about there. Yeah. That sits there like that. So and if you want a size comparison, then next to a Primaris Space Marine. Ta-da! No, it's not actually. This was from the magazine collection, the Stormbringer magazine collection, and it was given to me by a friend of the channel, Mr. Bunker. But I believe was it the Combat Patrol? Which one is it? Is it a frigate? No, it's not the frigate. It's going to be... the Spearhead box, right? That one... Oh no, it is... Is it a frigate? Let's just double check from the Warhammer website itself, because I'm pretty sure that one's bigger anyway. Like this is the smaller of the airships. No, it's not a frigate. It is a frigate. It is a frigate. Yeah, it's an Archanaut frigate. So it's going to be, judging by the size, almost double. Almost double. It's going to be quite a bit longer, definitely taller, and it's going to have one large one of these there with a dude poking his head out, and then a smaller one at the front along with the one at the rear. Hope that helps. This is the smallest one, yeah. I'm glad it is. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. If we bring it up, there you go. That you can see the size of the dwarves in it. Where's a full standing dwarf from inside? Okay. It's about that big right? Once you put a dwarf in this one that I'm holding, it looks very teeny tiny in comparison. So there you go. So considering this chap here looks quite large compared to the ship, if you have a look at how small the chaps look in that picture to the ship, that gives you a fair idea. Whoop, there you go. Hope that helps. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna go for green. Green is my favorite color. Burgundy, purple. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. And I'm going for a nice rich green as well, right? I'm starting off with Caliban green. Yeah. Let's just tap it to get a blob off the lid. Come on, everyone's watching. It's where someone in the chat goes, you should get dropper bottles, they're better. In which my response is, no they're not. They suck too. There is no preferred mode of transportation of paint except this, because you get exactly what you want from it. You can put the paint away back in the pot if you put too much out. There's more control over how much paint you bring out. The only issue with it is that you get dried paint around the rim, which you can just peel off and then you can close it fine. Can't do that with dropper bottles. These ones, you get a clogged nozzle, you have to peel it off and stuff, and a lot of the time, if you're not careful, you could just pull the end off. Like that. And I find you always end up with too much paint coming out. Same with these type ones as well. You actually end up with like a bubble get behind the paint and it pushes the paint out, and then you end up with spilled paint. Now, there's no perfect solution. So, but of all the paint pots, I do prefer the Citadel ones more. I know that makes me a heretic in some people's eyes, but I don't care. Right, so I'm gonna do this guy's cloth work green. There we go, look at that. Proper lighting makes all the difference. It's a shame the focus doesn't bloody sit still. Right. And what I like about the Caliban green as well is that it goes very easily over this silver base coat that I put on, so all good. You're just being contrarian, passing off, having to peel from the rim as a plus instead of showing your collection of dried in paints. My paints don't dry up. Oh. Whoops. Actually, the last time a paint of mine dried out from the Citadel range was when they had the screw-on tops. That was the last time I had paint dry. Like completely. I've had the precursor to these lids, right, which wasn't as secure. They they didn't seal as well. They were white and they were thinner. And it was back when you had foundation paints instead of base paints, right? They were okay, but they weren't as airtight. So a lot of the paints did almost dry out on that, but all you had to do was just add a little medium to it, give it a good mix, and it was fine. But since then, I've never had an issue, and I don't go through my paints very quickly at all. Like, some of these paints are from the initial launch of this range of paints, so yeah, I think it just depends on how well you look after them. It's the same with the dropper bottles. I'm not gonna lie, like, dropper bottles are okay. They're just not the savior that everyone makes them out to be. But I'd much rather have a little bit of dry paint than, you know, having spilled paint, you know. And the compilation video of every time you spill the Citadel brand non-oil from the pot. Never spilled. Not once. Actually, that's a lie. Once I spilled, but it was an almost empty pot anyway. But I do know someone who created a solution of it back in the lockdown, and spare bits from the laptop. Mr. Garthy Everington? Garthy from Garthy, just Garthy from the Tale of Painters. He created this. It's called a Haber Puck, and yeah, it just does the job. Holds your pot. Never knock it over. There we go. You're not claiming this song tonight, are you? How dare you? Ah! I thought I was going to get some painting done tonight. You can have me singing nonsense songs. Shocking. Anyway, as I said, I'm not disregarding dropper bottles completely. It's all preference at the end of the day, isn't it? Some people prefer them over the pots. That's okay too. Where you got these pretty handy looking metal pot stuff. Oh, these little things. Oh, so one of my mods, Waylander's Wandering, he ordered them off of Amazon, and I'm sure if he was here he would drop you the link to them. But yeah, you can just get them off Amazon. Funky little things, very good for mixing and then pouring, because it's got a tapered edge there. Oop. Cool. If you want to water down and mix your paints before you put them in an airbrush, pour them in like that, very handy. Can't find anything similar. I don't even have the packaging anymore, so I couldn't tell you what they were called, unfortunately. Like I said, I didn't order them myself. They were gifted to me very generously. Alright, he's wearing armor. Which is a point. I wonder where he is tonight. For Captain Bazooka, do you happen to know where Waylander is tonight? He might be playing Lord of the Rings online. He's been getting into that lately. He's even done a couple of live streams with it as well, which has been fun. Okay. Right. Dwarfs of the Sky. Anyone been keeping up with the Rings of Power? This week's episode was a good one. It felt much more like a Lord of the Rings production. Where it's been feeling a little wanting before, but now it's like, yeah, getting stuck in now. And while we're on that subject, anyone seen the new box set for Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim, with the updated plastic Warriors of Rohan, the Riders of Rohan as well? Like, it's got the same feel, it's got the same aesthetic, it's got the same posing and everything like that, but the detail is vastly improved, which is nice to see, because those sculpts were getting on a bit. Like 20 years old. So I'm a fan of that. Makes me have high hopes that eventually we might see updated Urukai as well. Though to be honest, I don't think you could really update him that much, because unless you're going for the armored ones, like, sorry, not the lightly armored ones, the scout ones. Those ones still look goofy as heck, but the armored ones are passable still. Oh yeah. Well, like they all, a lot of the stuff is still the original sculpts from when the movies first came out. Um, there was some updates, like for example, the Fellowship of the Ring. They got a re-release as a plastic set a couple of years after the initial release of the metal figures, and like when the movies had all finished. But yeah, like very few things got updated. They just dropped the occasional character here or there. But yeah, no, it's nice to see a nice refresh because, like I said, over 20 years now actually for the Two Towers range. I mean, there's been re-releases of the Lord of the Rings stuff. Like they made Forge World, which is a company under Games Workshop, like the steward of Specialist Games, and he moved Lord of the Rings from a core game like Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar. They moved it over to Forge World to deal with as a specialist game, and that's where it got a re-release, and then they started updating bits and pieces here and there. But yeah, a lot of people are happy now. So should really do the fins as well then. I was there, man. I was there when those lovely elves and men boxes came out for the Last Alliance. The men of Numenor and their high elves, the goblins, and the OG orcs. Don't put it on so thickly, actually. Let's just do 2 layers on this. Just be neat with it, Kev. Just be neat. Wish they'd do another Fellowship set with today's injection mold technology. Even the updated plastics are 15 years old. Wood balls today are much more crisp and defined. Yeah, I mean, geez, yeah. When they, like I said, they updated them, made them plastic. But yeah, compared to today's tech that Games Workshop have, they do look derpy as heck. And like before game Lord of the Rings, like I was already involved in the hobby to a degree. Like I had some miniatures and I'd painted some and collected some. But that when Lord of the Rings came out, that was when I actually became a more active hobbyist. Of course, it came out at that sort of point in my life where, you know, I had the focus and the time at the same time. I was getting into my teens, you know, so it was sort of the ideal time. I'm splitting the new Lord of the Rings set with a mate when it drops. Nice. Oh, which half are you getting then? By the way, doesn't the Rohan terrain look so nice as well, right? You're taking the Dundling side. Ooh, okay, okay. Like to be a rebel rouser, don't you? Yeah. We've got a bunch of the Rohan terrain already. We plan on assembling for club games and more. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, no short of love. Does that make sense? I don't know. But Rohan are not short of love anyway. I always felt like the Rohirrim got more attention and love than the Gondorians. Mm-hmm. Been using Victrix kits to build Dunedin on the tube already. It only seemed. Ah, okay. I have no idea what that is, by the way. It's such a funky tune. It's a company that make plastic historical minis used in the Viking and Saxon kits. They make okay, okay. Spend silly money on sort of metal warriors or the choice of 2 horse sculpts for. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I wouldn't spend that money on the metal figures. I think they're grossly overpriced at the moment. Like when they first came out, they were reasonable. I know there's inflation and all that nonsense and stuff like that, but to pay that kind of money for a sculpt, that's long gone. It seems a bit crazy to me. Better to hold out, wait for the plastic reiteration. You'll get a bit more for your money, or do third party. That's fine. It's only going to matter if you want to do like an official tournament. It's for your own personal collection, for games with your mates and that. It's not a big deal. They only own the IP, they don't own your creativity. Giant harpoon is bigger than the pilot. I know, right? It's great, isn't it? It's for sticking like sky sharks and stuff like that. Probably, I don't know. You gotta have that reach, If you're gonna float around like that, you're gonna need a big harpoon to hang on to things, but also to get all stabby with things. Just makes you think, what do they encounter in the skies? Plus, you got to figure he's dwarf, so everything looks bigger. Sculpt looks good, but 12 models with repetitive sculpts of 3, and then I'd need lots as running pure Dunlin. That's crazy. Cloud Squid. Cloud Squid. It makes its own clouds by squirting it out. Oh. Good thing they're dwarves, they're robust. They can take a drop. Oh no, it can't. Oh no, it broke a bit. Oh, such a flimsy bit as well. The bomb broke before the dwarf did, so I'll find a bit eventually. I don't need it right. That's dread. All fingers and thumbs. I simultaneously can't and can believe I did that. Shocking, right? Space Whales from Rebels. They were dope. Drop counter increased. 6 times. Oh man, that's terrible. I should have dropped it at least double that by now. Get his brush strokes going in the right direction. It's all facing in the same direction, and layering it becomes a lot easier. And that's why he needs a big harpoon to jab you for drop it. Yeah, exactly. I have seen almost everything getting dropped, from flying base things to brush. And that one, boy, the metal paint holder. What? That's true, actually. Did it? I'm not. I didn't even realize. That's what I get for allowing myself to get distracted. You're painting while on camera, you know, simultaneously making sure it's on camera while simultaneously making sure you keep up to date with the chat, whilst also still doing the painting. It can sometimes be a bit of a juggle, especially when you're very tired. Let's paint under there, why not? Would you like to know more? All little entertaining. Oh well, there we go. 2 bits is I found a Hobbit rule book with thick layers of dust on it in my local game store. Wow, nice. Is that why you simultaneously don't always do? Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, random guy 1200. Hope you're well. Let us know what you're up to. Hydrate. I wish I could. I've run out of drink. I have no drink left. I'm rather thirsty. But we only got like 20 minutes left of the show anyway, so I can't run off and get something. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. My output is way above 7. Oh, okay, that's alright. I guess. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. How are you? We are painting some Kharadron Overlords at the moment, which are, if you don't know, Sky Pirate Dwarfs, essentially, with a steampunk flavour. Lots of tubes, armour, cogs, all that sort of cool stuff. Yeah, hydrate away, man. Feel free to be hydrated for me. I'll just sit here with cotton mouth for the rest of the show. Seriously, this is the best impersonation of Chris Cornell I've ever heard. Looking much better now. I only took 2 layers, which is great. It's a very rich paint, Caliban green. So, because it's a lot darker as well, very good at covering other colours. When you get to lighter colours like yellow, they struggle so much. Get painted over other things. Though Avalon Sunset, I think, does an okay job at that. Just got to remember not to thin it. And if you have to thin it, it's very ever so slightly. But like, something like Caliban green, so pigment rich, you can get away with a little bit of watering down and thinning it. Still get good coverage, which is great for me, because I have a very old habit of thinning paint down. Lovely. And let's get his pantaloons. It's been a real chill hour. It's been nice. think when I get some painting done. I'm one of those weird folk, and this is very much for the new viewers who have come along. I much more enjoy the building process than the painting process. I think that's just, like it's a bit more of an immediate sort of dopamine hit. Oh look, I've made something, sort of thing, That's why I like Lego. Whereas painting, it's got more of a delayed sort of reward, So getting myself geared up to doing it, I understand the mental gymnastics I have to go through to understand why it's like that. I'm very quick to put off painting, but once I get started, I'm sort of in the zone, and then I just sort of I could just paint for hours on end, not even realize it. A little bit of hyper focus on it, and I really get into it, even though it's my least favorite part of the hobby. It's ridiculous. It's not to say that I don't like painting. Like I said, I enjoy it, it's relaxing, but it's just, in my mind, because it takes longer before I get that dopamine hit, it's very easy for my brain to just go, forget it. You'll be a streamer before too long if you hydrate too much. That's true. That's very true. Oh, it's coming along nicely. Alright. Definitely should paint the bottom of this ship, right? Oh, that is a very good point, actually. That is a very good point. I guess that's probably why, in the end, I get more satisfaction out of having a completed thing than I do, like fully painted base transfers if it needs it, than I do from building stuff. But I enjoy building stuff because it's quicker, sort of thing. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, you'd think, okay, someone who doesn't enjoy painting as much as they do building, they're going to want to take shortcuts and stuff like that, and sometimes I do, but then I go ahead and I paint like this, with like additional effects and like a pilot flame, and for whatever reason, or go ahead and I print out exhausts so I can have a fancy looking, jump pack captain. Or like I'll experiment with like a nighttime sort of look with like a flame effect, some OSL, right? And it's crazy. My brain just doesn't want to make up its mind. I sound like I'm talking absolute shite, to be honest. At least to me. I'm not convinced by my own thought processes. I am. Oh, thank you so much, Underhive. Always can count on you to keep me grounded. Oh, you want to see more of it? £20. No, I'm joking. 15. We'll call it 15. There you go. So let's get the light right. There we go. So there you go. Print off my head, just like for this captain. Still got the print of my head on there. And what I did was, the original arm had the plasma pistol attached, so I carved the hand into the shape of a handle on it, glued it to the side, got a new hand from the spare arm, glued it on with a drilled hole in it and a bit of paper clip so I could have the shield there, which I nicked from a Stormcast Eternal. Same with the front bit. That's from just the regular spear guy that you can get for free. So yeah, shield, the front bit of the armor, which I had to bend and break a lot to get it to fit the pose right, and then just had fun with it. And then the exhaust bits, these were 3D printed, and they're supposed to be for single exhaust jump packs, but that's why it's got like a big footprint, and that's why I ended up doing the base the way I did, because it's the right size base, so it's playable in the game, but it's built up so it can support both exhausts. And yeah, it's just like, ta-da! I hate everything is sub-assembly, so I don't understand these builders with grey armies of plastic. I rarely paint things in sub-assemblies like this. I should have, but I didn't. Very naughty of me. Reach for the sky, yeah. Step on Snick. Yeah, the tilt shield is basically the best bit of the whole thing, really. Like, I was bored and I thought, how can I make this as convoluted as possible? That's not that bit there, the ring with the chapter icon in it. That's a transfer, but the rest of it was freehand, and I did a more simplified version on this dude here. So yeah, good fun. Blasting off. Silver Templars are blasting off again. Oh, you want to see something cooler? From an aggressor body, I made a Tech Marine with some spare bits from the Mechanicum set. You know, you get these robot dudes, I can't remember what they're bloody called. You know, you get these dudes from the Adeptus Mechanicum, right? Well, you get tons of spare bits left over. So I was like, sure. And then this axe was from a Marauder, Chaos Marauder. Very long handle on it. There's an all specs at the bottom, so as he hacks, he can check it. And then Kharadron destroyers. That's it. Yeah, that started off as a transfer, and then I had to freehand paint over it to get the white and black, like yin yang look on it. And yeah, and that's freehand as well. No, I like it because it's funky. It looks practical enough. It's the chunky armor that really works. I mean, that's another armor panel from the Kharadron thing. So, you can make what you want. I made a chaplain in Gravis armor and a captain in Gravis armor from a set of 3 aggressors. So, it's up to you what you want to do, man. You need spare bits and a bit of imagination. Tilt shield is the tits. It is the tits and the shits, man. Right, I'm going to swap brush quickly before I go. Let's get a slightly bigger one. I want to get this smooth because it's over a larger area and I can't be asked to airbrush because that takes forever to set up. It might need a clean and blah blah blah, so forget it. Too much effort. Let's toe that line. This music's giving me a sense of anticipation. I mean, just use the colours of the of the unit that you're doing, of the what's I'm call it, like what company is it in? Is it a sergeant? Is it a captain? Is it just a regular chap? And just go from there. And like, you can make it as convoluted as you like, or you can make it as simple as you like. It's really up to you. But you can't go wrong with like quarter panel check and like splitting it in half at an angle, having a chunky line, having stripes. It's just very basic shapes for heraldry, essentially. And if you feel like it's a bit samey, we'll just change the colours around for the next one. So one can be like a black stripe, a white stripe, and a black stripe, and then the next one could be white, black, white. Or, if you're doing it for Lamenters, for example, the yellow, and then a red for the blood, heart, and then like another yellow line, something like that. Dark Angels. Oof, okay. Well, I mean, it's not that hard because you know, like some are in black armor, some are in green armor, and some are in bone color armor, right? So just make a mix of those colors with the different things, and then like even if you have to repeat the same pattern with the same colors, you could put a different transfer on it, like a different campaign badge or something. Like one can have the sword and one can have the skull, and one can have the marksman one with the bullet, and there you go, job done. Oh, I think I thinned it a little bit, either that or we got a bit more of the strange properties from this spray. More aerosol, less acrylic. That's what I get for not shaking properly. Ah, there's a bot. Nuke it. Yeah, and the Hive's got some good ideas there. Did that for the first 400 seals. It's the other 600. Oh my god. Wait, are these 40k or heresy? Did they have tilt shields on the heresy ones? I don't even know. I don't think they did. $40k, okay. Alright, that's the first layer anyway. How many tilt shields have you got? That's every mini we give one. That's a heck of a lot of Dark Angels to be painting up. Are you doing an entire chapter of them? You are. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. You're a psychopath. So you know that's on you. Anyways, it's gotten to that time of the evening where we are going to bid everybody adieu. First off, we'll say goodbye to those on YouTube. So, of course, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Please do leave a thumbs up and a little comment in in the comments, I guess. And what is your favourite Age of Sigmar faction? Be interesting to see what you lot say there. And of course, you know, if you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel out, and yeah. You could always join the Discord. It's free to do so. We've got all the fancy links in the description below, and if you want to join Buy Me a Coffee or the YouTube membership for additional extras, then feel free to check that out. Again, links down in the description below. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, and have a wonderful night. Big loves to all of you. Peace. And there's the YouTube lot gone.